In today's lecture, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to find the best editing software for high quality thumbnails. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make thumbnails. I'm going to be teaching you guys the exact software names that you guys can go ahead and download or find on Google or even download on your mobile device. Now, I highly suggest not doing thumbnails on a mobile device because then the quality is now downgraded. If you guys use thumbnails from your mobile device, most likely you will not go viral on YouTube. Now, me personally, I have used a mobile device to make thumbnails in the very early stages of my YouTube career, and when I did that, some videos actually got 500,000 views. But keep in mind, they were very hard, and this was in the early days of YouTube when it was just starting to blow up, so it was much more easier back then. Nowadays, you have to up your game and you have to step it up and have a high quality thumbnail if you want your video to get views. With that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. So as you guys can see up on the screen, I have 3 websites that I'm going to be showing you guys for the best editing software to make high quality thumbnails. Now, this site right here, you guys may have already known about this. It is called Photoshop. You guys know that Photoshop is a very popular site to go ahead and use. If you guys want to go ahead and download this application, you guys can pay for it, or you can go on YouTube and search up how to get it free, and you can go ahead and download it from there. Keep in mind, if you do go on YouTube, most people have like links to viruses, so your computer can be at harm if you go that route. If you guys don't want to go that route of even risking it, just go ahead and purchase the actual Photoshop or try a free trial on Photoshop, and you guys can go ahead and basically get used to it from here and use it. But I use Photoshop. As you guys can see, I have the app right here on my computer. I use Photoshop to go ahead and just basically do all my thumbnails. I get really good high quality thumbnails from using Photoshop. Now, you don't need to necessarily use Photoshop to get a high quality thumbnail, and I'm going to show you guys why. But for right now, I'm going to just show you guys all the softwares, and as you guys can see, all of these pictures that you guys are seeing on this site was all created from Photoshop. Like something like this, jellyfish in a forest with a lady looking around. That's pretty cool, right? You can do all kinds of things in Photoshop. So imagine making a really crazy thumbnail with something like this. So this is what people use to make their thumbnails. Most really good thumbnail designers use this. You guys can also buy thumbnails from people on YouTube because there's a lot of designers on Twitter as well. But I highly suggest learning how to do it yourself. That way, when you guys need it to be done when you're doing a video, it will be done. Now, this next application or website is called Photopea. Photopea is basically the free version of Photoshop, but they're not together. They are totally different websites. This is exactly like Photoshop though, but it's on Google. A lot of people use this, especially if you're doing something very simple. You can go ahead and search up Photopea here and just go to photopea.com, and then it will automatically allow you to just drag and drop a photo, and you guys can go ahead and start editing it. Now, I'm not going to show the editing tutorial quite yet. In the next lecture, I will go ahead and go into a detailed editing tutorial so you guys can know how to basically make a thumbnail and how to make it look really good and high quality. Now, the next site, which is the mobile phone site or the mobile phone app, it's called Fonto. It's a really good starter app. Now, I used this when I just started YouTube and I had no idea on how to do thumbnails. Now, I took a class that really helped me in high school. It was digital arts. So if you guys are in high school, maybe you want to take a class just like digital arts, because digital arts actually can help you learn all these Adobe apps, and you will learn how to actually do thumbnails just from doing a class like that. And it's free because you're in high school. If you're in college, I'm sure there's also digital arts classes that you guys can take to actually help you guys basically learn how to make thumbnails. But I'm going to teach you guys the basics and some advanced techniques that you guys can actually use to go ahead and be successful on YouTube. So you probably won't have to take those classes, but if you want to familiarize yourself and get really good at it, I highly suggest taking a class on a digital arts that'll teach you how to use Photoshop and any Adobe app so that you guys can have a better chance when it comes to the competition. Because as you know, YouTube is a really big competition, and whoever has the best quality always wins the race. So you got to just think about it like that. Now, like I said, all you have to do is take the photo from your phone. Once you take the photo from your phone, what you guys are going to go ahead and do is you're going to go ahead and add text. Now, with this app, you can also go ahead and add an image within the image, and it's really cool. As you guys can see up on the screen right here, it says text, font, style, size, tilt, and move. What's really cool about this app is you can go ahead and add your own fonts. I told you guys I don't suggest you guys doing it on the phone, but if this is the only way you guys can make thumbnails, this is a really good starter point, okay? Especially if you're doing something very simple. Maybe you're making a how to cook something, or you're doing a vlog or something, and you just have a picture and you want to add words to it, you guys can go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to be telling you guys exactly how to make really good thumbnails. I'm going to be demonstrating to you guys why certain thumbnails do better than others and the thumbnail rules, because most people do not know the thumbnail rules, and a lot of their videos actually suffer from them doing these bad things that you're never supposed to do on a thumbnail. Now, with that being said, let's get into the next lecture.